YouTube, what is going on? Hopefully everybody's having a great and blessed Saturday. This is the Pistons season review and 2020 offseason part 3, and we are starting right now.
It's a LP.
Subscribe to the members of ISN.
YouTube, what's going on? Today we're going to start off with Saddiq Bey. He is 6'8", 216 pounds small forward. He has a nice size for the NBA at the small forward position. He is compared to one Mr. Chris Middleton, who, yes, the Detroit Pistons drafted with the 39th overall pick in the 2012 NBA draft. Saddiq Bey had a breakout sophomore season, showed his top shooting ability, and overall game was looking really good. Bey was known for his quick hands on defense, great basketball IQ, but he does need to work on his lateral footwork and quickness. Within the next 3 years, he will be a household name in the right situation, and next to Sekou, that would be lovely. Killian Hayes is a 6'5", 215 pound point guard. He fits the mold of a modern day NBA point guard. This guy is my number one target for the Detroit Pistons if we are going to address our biggest weakness. Killian can make all the passes, run the pick and roll, create his own shot off the dribble. He is also working on becoming a threat from 3-point range. On defense, he can get after the ball handler and give good effort on the defensive side, something that Reggie Jackson couldn't do well the past few years. The Detroit Pistons only have Derrick Rose on the books for next year, so adding Killian would not only help development, but also the youth movement in Detroit. Killian and Sekou would be a dynamic duo for sure. Tyrese Halliburton is a 6'5", 170 pound point guard. Halliburton has great court vision, great positional size, and willingness to pass the ball. He can also play off the ball as well. He can hit the open threes and guard the 1 through 3 position, so versatility is definitely a bonus. Tyrese Halliburton is a team first guy and plays on both ends of the court with good angles for rebounding, so he can definitely impact the game in so many ways. Guys like Halliburton can get overlooked for not being a flashy kind of guy, but when has Detroit ever been flashy? Every championship has been won with a team-first, gritty play on both ends of the court. RJ Hampton, a 6'5", 175 pound combo guard, can play the point and shooting guard position. Hampton is one of your upper echelon scorers in this year's draft. He is only 19 years old, has room to grow as any 19-year-old player does. Hampton can take over a basketball game and has a dog mentality, and that's someone I feel that Coach Dwayne Casey could target at the 7th overall pick. People are comparing RJ Hampton to a Jamal Murray of the Denver Nuggets with an extra bounce. Questions on Luke Kennard's knees. RJ Hampton could fill a role on day one. If Kennard's knees are good to go from knee tendonitis, you could put Hampton at point guard. If his knees aren't good, then you got a shooting guard of the future. And with the offensive imaginations with Sekou and Hampton, can I get a
Oh my God!
Oh yes, the endless limitations. Cole Anthony is a 6'2", 185 pound point guard. Cole is one of the more under the radar players, but Cole has super high basketball IQ, leadership qualities, playmaking abilities, and toughness. He's a solid rebounder, good strength, and a great feel for the game and timing. Definitely fits what the Detroit Pistons type of players go for. Cole Anthony has great court vision, excels in half-court sets, but the bad is Cole has his struggles on offense and also turnovers, and that's something that will drive coaches and the fan base nuts. which is careless possessions, and that's something we cannot afford. If we develop him properly, though, he has all the tools to be like a Derrick Rose minus a step, or a high-flying version of a Derek Fisher, or maybe a bigger version of Kemba Walker. For the Detroit Pistons, good news is we have Derrick Rose on the books for one more season. Tyrese Maxi is a 6'3", 195-pound combo guard. Maxi can play the point guard and shooting guard positions. Tyrese Maxi is also an under-the-radar type of player. He has natural scoring abilities, deep range, excellent in the mid-range game, and floater game. Has good quickness, loves to push the tempo and run. He's not afraid of big moments and also could be a clutch shooter. His player comparison is in early years of Lou Williams. 7'1", 240-pound out of Memphis, James Wiseman is a Andre Drummond-like player. He is a great defensive presence. He's a franchise center. He can guard the perimeter. He's a great pick and roll finisher, has soft touch around the rim, great explosiveness, but some negatives. He can be a foul prone player. He needs to be disciplined on defense. James Wiseman, with proper development, could be what Andre Drummond should have been in the 2012 draft. 6'9", 220 pounds out of Dayton, Ohio. Obi Topping is one of the best players in the NBA draft. If the Detroit Pistons are trying to replace Blake Griffin, then Obi Topping is definitely your guy. He plays vertically with huge hops, definitely could be a threat for the lob. Obi can shoot the three well. He's versatile, can be a small ball five. Now, Obi Topping is 22 years old, and I know what some people might think of older draft prospects. But as we've seen from Cam Johnson, older prospects can still ball. Obi's best fit is with the San Antonio Spurs because Greg Popovich would have a field day with him. But if the Detroit Pistons can land him next to Sekou and Christian Wood, then the versatility on offense would be amazing. 6'9", 215 pounds out of Israel, Danny A can play both forward positions. He is not my favorite player in this draft for the Detroit Pistons. He does remind me a lot of Dario Saric, but with some better shooting skills than Ben Simmons. I feel Danny's ceiling is a sixth man or role player off the bench. And with the Detroit Pistons, we cannot afford to waste a 7th overall pick on a Greg Monroe type player, where it sets our franchise back multiple years. Without the ball in Danny's hands, he's lost, dazed, and confused. And that to me is enough said. Now, on the flip side, a 6'6", 225-pound Isaac Aquaro is my favorite small forward in this draft. He has the build of a wing and tools, and he does need some time to develop, but he has very good basketball IQ, and you cannot teach good basketball IQ. Now, Dwayne Casey could teach and mold him into a OG Anunoby type of player, maybe even a Kelly Oubre. Isaac Aquaro could be a star next to Sekou Doumbouya and Christian Wood if Christian is re-signed. In today's NBA, the most important positions is the point guard, the small forward, and a power forward. If the Pistons could go this route, they would need to trade back in, maybe take a look at Cassius Winston out of Michigan State. Now go blue, but I cannot take away from Winston's skill set. Finally, the 6'3", 165 pounds out of Alabama, Kyra Lewis Jr. He is a speedy lead guard, works great off the hesitation, but will get too relaxed when the ball is not in his hands. He has soft touch while shooting, can create an open space, has great footwork and hands. His build is really the only reason why people are not pounding the table. But shoot, give him a tomahawk steak and call it a day. The last player at 165 pounds, he was 6 foot and named Allen the Answer Iverson. Now, Kyra Lewis Jr. is not the answer, but AI was one of the greatest pound for pound point guards. Shout out to the subscribers for putting me up on him, and I watched film and was very, very impressed. Thank you so much for watching. Leave it in the comment section below. What's your thoughts on who the Detroit Pistons should draft with the 7th overall pick? Also, if you are new, please smash that subscribe button and that notification bell. Set it to all so you don't miss a live stream or video. Could you please give this video a thumbs up? That'd be greatly appreciated, as that will help this channel grow to extraordinary heights. And with that being said, this is Troxel Sports Talk. Stay safe and wash your hands, and please continue to practice social distancing as the coronavirus is still a thing. And have a nice day, and I'm out. Peace.
Got the football back, blitz comes, floats it into the end zone, it is caught. Did he get both feet down? They say he did. Touchdown, Kenny Galladay.